I don't want to say impressed me, only one really Puck and the Medusa in these fights. Oh, there we go. Daze. Oh, Stormhammer in the bottom lane. Can they get... No, cannot get a kill onto this one. Not underneath the tier 1 tower. And yeah, I did get caught out here.
Actually died because it was going to Kadara, who was fighting the bounty at the time. None died, and I think that's because of the pressure they were putting on the Medusa.
Yeah, they weren't shy about keeping that lane pushed up towards the dire tier 1. Like you're saying, yeah, just trying to pressure Malik out of this one. They do get the killer out onto the bounty here. So... Oh,
Stormstormer pops out the invis.
Yeah, Impalement Arts will land this time onto the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter not going to be able to get himself away. He is dusted up. Second Impalement Arts comes out, and Stormstormer going to be able to lock in that kill. Storm Dragon Form is out. Erase going to be backing himself up here as well. Going to be careful because if he gets in range, Dragon Tail can come through. But it looks like Stormstormer more... Oh, in fact, does he want to try and go into this one? There is going to be the phase shift out from Erase. Jakiro is here now as well. Dream Coil will be broken almost immediately here. The Ice Path Stormstormer... Gorgon's Grasp comes out. Does he have teammates to back him up? There's going to be 4 or 5 heroes trying to go into this one now as well. Devi on the backline. Stormstormer is a big tanky boy. Going to be able to get himself away from all of this damage now. But the Puck jumping himself forward. Chaotic Offering does come through. Erase the Fatal Bonds as well. Stormstormer, he's been doing nothing but run away from this one. He's still going to live. They do lose Kadaro here. Stormstormer with the bottle regen. Does he want to come back into this one? They're going to be able to get the kill out onto Erase. They take down Amaras now as well. Kadaro with this golem, it is coming forwards here. Davai Lama diving himself away with his Timber Chain onto Respect. The Chakram is out. It's a lot of damage to come through. Timber Chain over the Gorgon's Grasp. Davai Lama, he's getting aggressive. Won't be able to get the kill though onto the Jakiro. Take down the Dragon Knight.
This is not going to get easier when the Sven joins in.
Malik could be in trouble here. There is going to be the Warcry coming out from 4-2-3 now as well. Stormhammer, it does connect. Is it going to be the Whirl and Death? The Chakram coming through. Gorgon's Grasp does catch out now. Do they have the damage? Meteor Hammer going to be dropped into 4-2-3. The Wheel of Wonder will be used on Devi. He's not going to be as survivable as that Dragonite here. Amaralis going to be taking a lot of damage. Fatal Bonds out once again. Do they have the damage? They do. Stormstormer gets the kill, but they have lost Devi. They might lose 4-2-3 here as well. They do. The Serpent, it's more than enough here. And Malik even gets a tip from his teammate. That's going to be a level 4 on Malik on the bottom lane here. Davai, he's looking for his revenge. The Chaotic Offering comes out. It's going to stop that TP for the Medusa. So the Medusa just pops the Stone Gaze. He's going to be able to run himself away. Not a lot of mana left here. Can he catch up? Davai might try and chase. Yep, Timber Saw comes out with the Timber Chain. And now the Chakram going to be flying through onto Malik. Malik, can he get himself back to this tier 2 tower? Timber Chain comes through once again. No mana left to speak of here. Davai's going to try and dive underneath the tier 2. Has that Chakram, but it looks like Malik going to be able to avoid the most of it. Timber Chain and the Whirl and Death still gets the kill here. Davai, can he get himself away from this Bounty Hunter though? Timber Chain comes out. He is tracked up. Even the neutral is going to be getting involved in this now as well. Perk with the rotation in, looking for this kill out onto Devi, and it looks like Devi, he will go down. The Bounty Hunter gets the credit for the kill.
Okay.
Well, he might want to communicate here that Daze might be in trouble. This Ringmaster going to be spotted out. Of course, you don't want to do that in game. That would be cheating. Ice Path, it will connect, and they're going to lose Daze. Respect even drops the Macropire for that.
Yeah, the macro a bit of too much aggression. The OG kind of trying something.
Yeah, and
lineup is kind of working.
They have to wake up. Well, they're in Europe, so they've woken up a little bit later here. They had a lie until 10 AM here. As Devi will go down in the mid lane. 3 heroes getting right on top of him. Malik, is he going to be caught out by Davai Lama? Davai actually went for an early Lotus here as well. To help out the Sven, Blink Dagger comes in. Stormhammer out. There is going to be the Stone Gaze if it's needed here for Malik. And the Dragon Tail stun coming through now as well. I see immediate Stone Gaze coming through. Yeah, as that stun was off, just immediately pop that Stone Gaze. Try and get yourself away. Devi looking for the kill out onto Respect here. He's going to be able to dive himself in with the Timber Chain. Respect will go down. Chakram gets the kill. So they get something out of this, Malik. Another Dragon Tail. Can they get another kill out onto this Medusa? The Medusa is going to get low. Is he going to go down? He will. Stormstormer will pick up the kill. Coming through from the side of OG. We'll see TP's coming back now as well. Violent going to be trying to get himself away. The Dragon Tail does come out. There's going to be a Dream Call on the backlines now though, so the Dragonite, what's he going to be able to do? He's going to be tracked up now as well, so the move speed here. Stormstormer dive comes in. Violent going to be taking a lot of damage. 4-2-3 going to be on top of him, but the Sunder, it comes through the Lotus. It wasn't in time. Violent going to try and get himself away. The Wheel of Wonder though, it does drag him in onto this one. They might be able to get the kill. Will be able to get the kill. And now backline dive. Stormstormer, well, it's going to be a front line here for Stormstormer. Chaotic Offering does come through. Do they get the kill kill out onto the Bounty Hunter. Stormstormer will fall now. The lockdown onto the Puck. Do they have any more damage to get the kill onto this one? Gonna try and do what he can up against Divine Llama. Divine Llama is low as well. 4-2-3. Trying to run himself away, but the Ice Path, it will proc on, and the Serpent procs out that Aegis here from the Sven. But the Sven going to be coming back. Blink Dagger in 2 seconds. He's got that Stormhammer up now as well. Malik going to try and get himself away from this one. The Blink, does it come in here from the Sven? It does. Onto Respect. They're going to be able to get this kill out onto Respect. Yes, they will. Davai, he gets the credit for the kill. Malik going to try and get himself away from this one, but there's going to be the Gleipnir coming through here from that Medusa. Gorgon's Grasp not up for another 10 seconds or so. Stone Gaze will be used though. Can they carry on going? The Stormhammer, it will connect. The Impalement Arts now as well. Blink forward from 4-2-3. He's going to be able to turn around onto Malik. Malik going to be losing all of his mana through this one. You've got 3-4 heroes on top of you. Tame the Beast comes out now as well. Gorgon's Grasp will be used here. Gleipnir as well, but there's going to be a blink up. 3 seconds for this Sven. Can they carry on sticking on top of Malik? Malik going to try and get himself away from this one, but the damage is going to be more than enough. Surely the mana will be running out now, and so will his life. Kadaro gets the credit for the kill.
God.
Timber Chain, Malik taking those Impalement Arts, and like you say, it doesn't really do too much. In fact, I think he got positive mana on that just from the regen. Coming through. Sven still in that Roche Pit. You want to do this one quickly before the side of Liga can engage. Got to be careful though. Dragon Tail comes out onto the Medusa. Medusa, what's he going to try and do onto this one? Stormhammer onto that Tame the Beast. The Lotus Orb does come out here, but Malik going to be on half mana backlines now as well. Davai Lama pops his BKB. Timber Chain comes in. Going to try and get himself onto the Terrorblade here. Davai though going to be losing a lot of health. Gleipnir out with that Gorgon's Grasp. He looks at Davai. Can he carry on going? His BKB is down here. BKB comes up from 4-3. Going to try and get himself on top of the God Strength coming out now as well. You going to be losing a lot of health, but then again, so does 4-3. Look at the damage coming through. They take down the Bounty Hunter. Davai Lama going to try and take down. Is it going to be a Solar? No, with that Lotus Orb, but there's not going to do. And I mean, Davai didn't have any health anyway. They take down the Terrorblade here for that Sven. Kadaro looks like he might be the next one to go down. Erase. Can he get himself away from this one? He's going to be silenced out of the jump in. The Dragon Tail stun. It's going to be enough damage to take down the Puck, and now Malik, he is the last one alive here. Meteor Hammer comes down. Daze tries to back himself away from this one. Gleipnir for the lockdown. Tame the Beast comes out. Do they have the damage to take down Malik? Malik's not got a lot of mana left here. Daze going to try and play on that backlines. Force Staff up to the high ground, but Stormstormer, he's got the jump, and Davai has the kill.
Okay. And
yeah, it's one of those things that I didn't use my stream enough to kind of bother with putting it on. I could probably look at it and put them on here. As looks like 4-2-3 going to be caught out. BKB comes out, but the physical damage is going to be way too much. You will get the credit for the kill. Can Kadaro get himself away from this one now as well? Has that chaotic offering to come out if he wants to try and drop it. Going to be low. Oh, okay, no, it's not going to be low on life anymore. Wheel of Wonder comes out. They try and get the catch out, but Kadaro's going to live through this one now as well. Medusa will be able to get the kill, but they do lose a race from this one. The Stone Gaze will be wearing off soon here. Looks like they might try and move themselves off over to the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter, can he run himself away? The Gleipnir comes out from the Timbersaw here. Timbersaw going to be locked down a little bit longer here. The Meteor Hammer does come through. Davai gets a kill out onto the Bounty, but he will take down Davai Lama, and again, you get the credit for that kill. The official, when my bud, Suri Freakin' Otomo, they're over on kick. Gonna be rocking that one out here as Daze. Glimmer Cape will come out here, but Daze, Lotus Orb, it's not gonna be enough to save his life. Gonna walk himself away from that, and now Davai, can he get himself? He's gonna be silenced out. Hex coming through out onto the Terrorblade. Macropire gonna be dropped. Look at the damage this Timbersaw's gonna take. It's about game heroes you can actually draft up. Sean Kick, there's no casters or am I deaf? No, Hurry Freakin' Otomo should be there now as well. Fight breaks out. They're going to try and get themselves on top of the Terrorblade. On top of the Timbersaw. Timbersaw taking a lot of damage. Wheel of Wonder comes through here. Stormstormer, what can he do? Stone Gauge will be coming out now. Davai just has to run himself out. Will go down. Violent gets the credit for the kill. Kadaro, can he get himself away from this one? The Lotus Orb comes out, but there's going to be the Dragon Knight jumping him in here. They pop this Aegis early on. What else can they do? The lockdown out onto the Sven. Sven, he's going to save that BKB for the Terrorblade to make sure he can't get sundered out with the Dragon Knight. He's BKB, it's going to be wearing off here, so you will be able to get the sunder off anyway. Hex coming through onto the Sven. Sven, it's a lot of lockdown. Gorgon's Grasp, Ice Path, double pop on that. They will be able to get the kill out onto the Sven. Sven, if he needs it, has buyback here. No Dragon Knight for the next 90 seconds on Kadaro. Going to be the next one to go down here, and it looks like Liga. Do you want to put the pressure? They have this tier 2 tower low. They need this creep wave to push in, and they could potentially look to take a lane of racks from this. The pressure, because there's no Aegis, so it's going to be a smoke out from Liga. And backline jump comes in. I was trying to clear my throat. Is it happening here? The Macropire is going to be dropped as well. Look at the damage coming out onto the Dragon Knight already once again. Medusa, Stone Gaze is going to be popped. The Sven goes down immediately on this fight. Davai Lama, what can he do here? Respect, they're going to be able to get the kill onto Stormstormer. 3 heroes dead on the side of OG already. Going to be 4 with Divine Llama going down here, and I think this might just be it. You have 2 backpacks available, but everybody on the side of Liga is still alive. They might just try and pressure the tier 4s, force some buybacks out on the side of OG. Kick game gets called. OG will go down in game number 1, 26-26, and a 17k net. There is no official backing coming through from
a speciality hero like this.
Yeah, Stormer can look for these denies as well. He's just gonna be able to sit himself in the wave and look like the middle of the creeps and look for these denies as they come out. Stomp out. Oh, Silencer. Kidaro is going to be able to get himself away from this one. It doesn't look like he uses the Furry Fire. Daisy is going to kill onto Respect in the top lane here. Waveform comes through. Daisy's one right click away from going down, but Violent, I don't think he sees the vision. I think he breaks it with the trees. Goose as well. So, Davai, level 3 though, so yeah, the 2 points into the quills here, and Davai, he might actually go down to it. He is going to be taken down here. Power shot here, Daisy, if you can see Respect, he might be able to get a revenge kill out onto this one, but has to angle it right. 1 point in, the power shot comes through. Going to be off the mark, and Respect will be able to get that salve up, keep himself up. Double bracer as well, is that his courier? Is his courier, but it's going to be the stick and some tangos. Well, he ain't going to need those now. Earthbind comes out, Curse going to be here on the Mortar as well. Mortar going to be very low on mana, not enough for the dead shot here, so again, another kill coming out. Davai Llama's going to die on the top lane once again, still only level 3.
Rather than doing the Walk of Shame, he's going to stack a camp a bit.
Yeah, bottom lane, they're going to be able to get a kill. 4-2-3, rotation comes through here from Respect, so they do take down the Meepo early on. Meepo, I mean, it's not going to be a major factor. This hero gets the Mega Meepo, he gets the dig off. And it just becomes super awkward. Colin comes out here for the Silencer, so the Silencer trying to run himself away from this one. The Avatars comes through, the dead shot, and Morales going to be able to get the kill out into the Silencer here. Erase has that haste in here, but Stormer, he has the sprint, should be able to get the kill onto Morales, and Morales going to get low, tries to deny himself to the neutrals, but he will fall. Good pickup here for the side of OG. Gonna cost him another kill though. Davai Llama, he will go down in this top lane and get very aggressive, looking to get the pulls, it looks like. But yeah, he just cannot stand up to the pressure that Liga are putting out.
His career.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fairly close.
Oh, Stormer. Does he Respect? Corrosive Haze, but they want to go for a bigger target here. Was that Centaur going to be fighting out on the Meepo already? Colin comes out. Meepo can get himself away from this one. 4-2-3 going to get low. Changes targets onto Morales. Was that Sunray to come through now as well? It's not going to... Well, there's not going to be any points for that one. 4-2-3 trying to get himself away. Respect, though. Stormer. They get the kill onto Respect. 4-2-3 will go down anyway. And Erase takes down Stormer, so a good couple of kills once again, and they're not done just yet. The dead shot comes out, he's going to be caught out on the land bridge, and he's going to be dazed up by Erase. 3 kills going the way of Liga.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused.
Onto Erase, as well as the last word. A little bit of damage out onto the Tiny. Icarus dive forward here. Stormer though. Does he want to go for the crush? Is he going to be able to get the damage out onto Respect? Toss comes out. It's a lot of damage. Stormer shackles will be here, but it doesn't matter. The waveform doesn't even need to get used. And now they turn on to Kidaro because Liga, they've got their own Silencer coming out now, and Kidaro will go down. This is a big ask for the side of OG and Liga. They're hitting these early timings, putting the pressure on, and OG being well punished for it. The power shot comes out. Respect will go down, but it's only a consolation prize here for Days.
It looks like OG's timing's going to be around these 2 blinks coming up and a potential pipe for Divine.
Yeah, Malik going to be able to get the kill out onto Days here, putting the pressure onto this tier 1. What's the timing out on... I mean, this pipe, the Vanguard is up for the Bristleback, so he's got himself some protection, but...
I think it's so good on this ladder.
It's going to be good on the Tiny now as well. Tiny's queuing that one up here. Bottom lane, 4-2-3. Date's going to come in the back lines. You do have that Earthbind to come out here. Malik, can he get himself? Nope. Shackle will be used. He doesn't have that Stampede or the mana for the Stampede, but he's a big tanky boy. Look at how long it's going to take to get the kill on him. That Centaur lived forever. I mean, he has the Crimson Guard out already. Going to go back for the Blade Mail here.
Oh, I didn't see the halberd on Divine.
Yep, jump comes in, Daze straight away disappears here. AD room comes out for Tiny, and that Wind Ranger can't run away from the damage when you're in mid-air. Oh, I mean, the timing's right here for the Wisdom Shrine. Do they want to try and fight it out on OG? They can't give this up for free. No way they can give this up for free here. And you can see them in the tree. Stormstormer maybe acting as bait. Toss comes in here with the global silence. There's not going to be a stomp coming out from the Centaur. Stormstormer, what's he going to be able to do? The Earthbind now. The curse coming out from Kadaro. Can they do the damage? Double Earthbind once again. Even Devi going to be onto this one. Shackle comes out. They lock down onto a race. Do they have the damage to take him down? Now the Morphlin's going to be coming in. Crush comes out. Stampede will be used. There's going to be the Supernova now as well. 4-2-3 gets low. He will go down. Malik gets the credit for the kill. Devi at least takes down a race, but the Supernova, it breaks, and now Devi, he's going to be in way more danger than he needs to be. And Morales going to be able to get the kill here. Run away from Kadaro. Kadaro going to try and get that TP, but is there a stomp? Is there an interrupt? Is there a damage? It doesn't matter. He will be able to get himself away. Wind Ranger now. Violent takes that Wind Ranger form. Shackle onto Stormstorm. It doesn't latch to anything. Power Shot comes through. Doesn't have the damage for the kill. Now, Daze, Focus Fire here onto to Violent. Do they have the Power Shot out now as well? Do they have the Threshold here? Doesn't OG, they can't give this up for free. No way they can give this up for free here. And you can see them in the tree. Stormstormer maybe acting as bait. Toss comes in here with the global silence. There's not going to be a stomp coming out from the Centaur. Stormstormer, what's he going to be able to do? The Earthbind now. The curse coming out from Kadaro. Can they do the damage? Double Earthbind once again. Even Devi going to be onto this one. Shackle comes out. They lock down onto a race. Do they have the damage to take him down? Now the Morphlin's going to be coming in. Crush comes out. Stampede will be used. There's going to be the Supernova now as well. 4-2-3 gets low. He will go down. Malik gets the credit for the kill. Devi at least takes down a race, but the Supernova, it breaks, and now Devi, he's going to be in way more danger than he needs to be. And Morales going to be able to get the kill here. Run away from Kadaro. Kadaro going to try and get that TP, but is there a stomp? Is there an interrupt? Is there a damage? It doesn't matter. He will be able to get himself away. Wind Ranger now. Violent takes that Wind Ranger form. Shackle onto Stormstorm. It doesn't latch to anything. Power Shot comes through. Doesn't have the damage for the kill. Now, Daze, Focus Fire here onto to Violent. Do they have the Power Shot out now as well? Do they have the Threshold here? Doesn't look like it for that Power Shot. Violent will be able to get himself away from this one with the Crush. It comes back in. Stormstormer here. The Power Shot's going to be off the mark. And Violent won't go down, but Meepo wants to get right back involved. The TP away. Violent can get himself away. No, the Earthbind comes out. Can he get the kill onto the Morphlin? The Morphlin's going to get low. Was that Power Shot this time here? The Threshold, it is going to be right, but 4-2-3, he gets the kill. Jump forward. Stormstormer going to be able to get the Crush out now as well. Gets the kill out onto Amorales. Can they go for Malik? Malik going to try and run himself away from this one. There's still a tier 1 tower up.
Guys, those respawns aren't going to be that long.
So yeah, there were Wind Ranger now moving down. OG actually might be in trouble onto Stormstormer now as well. The toss comes back in onto Devi, and you really did not need to be separated out like this. This should open up the Tormentor for the side of Liga.
Yeah, far off the eggs now.
No, he's building up to that one. He's what about 1900? Shackle comes out, backlines. They're going to try and get on the race. The double Crush comes out. There's going to be the global silence now as well, so there's no Stampede away. Array's going to be Earthbound out by the Meepo. Can they get the kill out now? Look at the damage of the Avalanche. The toss coming through as well. Meepo just disappears. Respect going to be able to get the kill there as well. Supernova comes out. Stormstormer, there's going to be the Spirit Vessel out onto Stormstormer. He will not live through this one. Backlines Devi. He's going to try and get himself, do what he can, trying to get out onto a race. Kadaro, though, taking the pressure from the Morphlin. He falls. And now the Avalanche out. Bristleback Power Shot comes through. A race will go down. Devi trying to run himself away from this one, but it's a lot of damage. The dead shot for the slowdown. And Devi will go down here. And again, 4 kills go in the way of Liga. And OG just being caught out. And I think that was their fight to start, but 4-2-3, he just straight up disappeared at the beginning of that fight. And Devi. Okay, they're going to be able to get onto him once again. The Rotovator, so the root comes out. Calling will be used. Sunray, and this is going to be another dead Devi. Down to 1-7-3 now. Damn, dude. This has not been his series, it feels like. It's fine for me. Oh, they get another kill. Stormstormer will fall.
Horrified scrims.
Yeah, like you say, yeah, trial runs. Crush comes in. Stormstorm and Global Silence going to be coming out already, but again, the Lotus Orb is here, so the Avatar's combo comes through, and the damage on the Meepo going to get slow again. The Supernova comes out. Devi going to be the next one to go down. Can he carry on chasing onto this one? Daze trying to get himself away. Stormstormer just go into the river, picks up that Arcane Rune, and now, I mean, he doesn't have a TP, so he has to get himself out the long way. Do they have the vision here? Stormstormer. That Lotus Orb came out. The shackles onto the 2 creeps and latch onto a hero here. They take 1 lane of rocks on the side of Liga. But yeah, here. That last fight for OG, the Lotus Orb absolutely ruined them on the positioning of the fight there as well. And now, well, they've got themselves another Wind Ranger form coming out here for that Morphling. Power Shot comes out, excuse me, not Power Shot, the Dead Shot here. Divine might just go down again. The toss up into the Earth. Can they get the kill? 4-2-3. Trying to do what he can on the Mega Meepos, but the Sunray, they're burned down. They're going to be able to get another kill out onto. And the Shackle, the Stolen Shackle, it latches to both days as well as Stormstormer. And the GG is going to be called here. OG. They take the series, excuse me, Liga take the series into, OG go down into. That is going to be the opening series here for the FISSURE special. OG